The Wizard, Leo Wanta, and the Great Money Mirage Moscow Memories, Nasara Echoes, Gold Rumors, Space Force, and the Strange Theater of Global Finance. God bless. The Wizard sat aboard his sailboat late at night. The marina was quiet. The heater hummed. The water tapped gently against the hull like a patient old clock counting moments from several timelines at once. On the table sat notes for Elon Musk proposals, old memories from Russia, financial rumors, gold and silver charts, Mars colonization sketches, and half a cup of coffee that had clearly entered a classified state of matter. Then a name came through the podcast: Leo Wanta. The Wizard leaned back. Well, now, there's a name from the Moscow files. The Moscow airport memory. It was 1993. Moscow. The Wizard was trying to leave Russia through the airport after a strange and historic journey through the post-Cold War world. The Soviet Union had fallen. Old systems were dissolving. New systems were being negotiated. Fortunes, alliances, rail projects, oil deals, currencies, and diplomatic shadows were all swirling through the air. And there was Leo Wanta. Traveling, as the Wizard remembered, on what he described as a German diplomatic passport. Somewhere in the middle of that already surreal scene, the Wizard set off the metal detector. Not because of espionage equipment. Not because of hidden gold certificates. Not because of a secret treasury bond. But because he had Coca-Cola cans stuffed in his parka. The Wizard later decided this was one of the most American things ever accomplished in a Russian airport. Then came the belt. A strange American belt with a U.S. Air Force fighter aircraft on it. Security looked at the belt. Looked at the Wizard. Looked at the Coca-Cola cans. The Wizard smiled with the innocent expression of a man who had accidentally become a geopolitical cartoon. Leo Wanta and the Legend of the Funds. Over the years, Leo Wanta became connected in alternative finance circles with claims involving massive funds, Reagan-era operations, currency trading, and alleged hidden money connected to the fall of the Soviet Union. Some sources describe him as claiming to have been a Reagan-appointed agent who used currency operations against the Soviet economy. Other sources treat the claims with skepticism and connect them to broader prosperity fund narratives. The Wizard did not pretend to know the full truth. He only knew this: he had met the man, and the world around that meeting felt like history being rewritten in real time. The Dove of Oneness echo. Then the Wizard remembered another name: Dove of Oneness. The dove had become associated with Nasara narratives, prosperity funds, spiritual finance, and the promise of a great economic reset. Public summaries describe Nasara originally as a proposed monetary reform plan by Harvey Francis Barnard in the 1990s, later transformed by Dove of Oneness and others into a much larger suppressed law and prosperity fund conspiracy narrative. The Wizard had watched those stories circulate for decades. Some people treated them as prophecy. Some as fraud. Some as hope. Some as dangerous distraction. The Wizard wrote in his notebook, "Money rumors are powerful because they attach themselves to human suffering. The great financial swirl now, in the present moment, the world seemed to be swirling again. Gold rising. Silver moving. Banks wobbling. Oil routes threatened. Rare earths becoming strategic. China negotiating. Russia repositioning. Iran and Israel in tension. Venezuela appearing in geopolitical calculations. Space Force rising publicly. Golden Dome defense concepts entering conversation. And everywhere, whispers of hidden funds, sovereign wealth, debt resets, and asset-backed futures. The Wizard had lived long enough to know, when fear and hope mix with money, discernment becomes essential. The $150 trillion question. The wizard pondered the recurring idea of enormous funds set aside for the American people. Could there be hidden sovereign assets? Could mineral rights, public lands, leases, patents, or strategic reserves eventually form part of a national wealth structure? Possibly. Could every internet claim about secret prosperity deliveries be trusted? Absolutely not. The wizard chuckled. If every promised prosperity package had arrived on schedule, I'd have bought Mars by now. The serious lesson still, beneath the humor lay something real. The wizard sensed that the world was indeed moving toward major financial restructuring. Not necessarily through magical overnight announcements, but through sovereign wealth funds, asset-backed instruments, strategic minerals, AI-driven productivity, blockchain registries, defense conversion, energy independence, and reindustrialization. That was not fantasy. That was policy, economics, and technology converging. The super soldier memories. Then came memories of James. The conferences. The strange stories. The time travelers. The super soldiers. The people who claimed they had served in hidden programs and never received what they were promised. Benefits. Healing. Recognition. Compensation. The wizard felt compassion for them. Whether every story was literally true or partly symbolic, the pain in many people was real. And the wizard believed people harmed by secret systems deserved healing. The time travel thread. The late-night podcast had also mentioned time travel technologies, Air Force veterans, surgical work, unusual bodies, classified programs, and hidden biological research. The wizard smiled wearily. His life had become one long footnote in a classified science fiction appendix. But he also knew this. Extraordinary claims require careful handling. Not ridicule. Not blind belief. Careful handling. The Elon proposals on the table lay, proposals the wizard had been preparing for Elon Musk. Why? Because he could. Because ideas need somewhere to go. Because Mars colonization, robotics, biomedical sensing, resilient cities, AI collaboration, and humane technology all seemed connected. The wizard had been thinking about Mars since the 1990s and before. Now the world itself seemed to be catching up. The compass of discernment. The wizard reached for the mariner's compass from the yard sale. It still pointed true. That amused him. In a world full of secret funds, diplomatic passports, prosperity programs, gold rumors, oil crises, alien bodies, time travelers, and billion-dollar proposals, a simple compass had become sacred technology. It did not promise wealth. It did not announce Nasara. It did not decode timelines. It simply pointed. The wizard whispered, "That's what we need now, instruments that point." Final entry. The wizard opened his notebook and wrote, "I have met people who stood at the edge of history, finance, intelligence, prophecy, and myth." Then added, asterisk, asterisk, "Some carried truth. Some carried illusion. Some carried both, asterisk." And finally, asterisk, asterisk, "The task is not to believe every treasure map, but to keep building real tools, real systems, real friendships, and real opportunities while the great money mirage sorts itself out, asterisk." The sailboat rocked gently. The marina remained quiet. Somewhere beyond the darkness, empires negotiated, markets trembled, and inventors dreamed. The wizard smiled. "Well," he said, "if the prosperity funds arrive tomorrow, we'll still need a good business plan by Monday. God bless." Global Robotics Corporation. Robert Colee.